Hello, we're going to do a night pizza pickup drive. We're on FSD 12.2.1 thanks to my camera operator in the back before I get a mount. With that, let's take off and we'll wait for the icon to engage FSD. This is a mixture of city street driving and highways. I'm using the standard or my previous settings for a percent offset, I believe 50% offset. I'm not using automatic FSD 12 selection. So it waits longer here, it's stopping, and there is a car, and we're going to disengage. That's our first disengagement because I believe that FSD should have stopped there for that car. It probably would have made it, but did not give right away to that car. FSD took a left and did not give right away to the car. So re-engage. I feel FSD just jumped out in the car. It probably would have been okay, but the other car would have had the hard brake. So this area is a lot of tree roots. It's pretty bumpy. As a human, I definitely avoid. You see, actually, there's not a speed bump there, but it actually slowed down for that bigger tree root. I'm not sure how FSD would handle that in the future, but as a human, I would not be driving there. Okay, coming up to a protected left. Handle that fine. Gonna adjust my mirror a little bit here for me. Speed has been fine so far. Sometimes FSD 12.2.1 has been too slow in neighborhoods, but it seemed like it was going close to my set speed. Probably can't see in the video, but we stopped back about almost a car length from the crosswalk, which is fine. Nice acceleration boost on the green light. See, our speed is 43, which is quite a bit less than my 51 set max. There's not a good reason, in my opinion, to be going under my set speed, but I am roughly going traffic speed. There's a car a little bit faster on the right, so it's not the end of the world, but it's slower than I'd like. The Redkin and boost on green light. FSD will need to be getting over fairly soon. There's not a lot of traffic at night here. Seemed like it thought for a second about getting over, but ultimately did not. Here we stopped back about a car length from the car in front of us, which is fine. We got roughly 2 blocks to get over. And was a gap. That was fine. And we pretty much moved one lane and then the other one right away, which was fine. To get on the freeway ahead of us. FSD let them in, did a good job. No problems there. Put on the blinker plenty in advance, which is what I do. It's a much improved behavior in FSD 12 over 11 to put the blinkers on sooner instead of the last minute. Seem to be handling this okay, a little slow for my taste. It's fine. Nice boost here to merge onto the freeway. Let's slow down for this car in front of us. Drive, I've not changed any of the FSD settings for chill. It's just in neutral mode right now. And FSD 12 usually does quite well on the freeways, so I expect this to be uneventful. And we'll see how it goes. Cars are braking in front of us and we switch out lanes, which is fine. Yes, my set speed is higher than the speed limit, but it's fairly normal for California. And you see I'm pretty much going traffic speed, even though we're in the left lane. We don't seem to be blocking the left lane, so I'm just going to let it continue in the passing lane. Behind us is a little bit close, and I as a human, I would want to get over, but I'm going to just intervene a little bit here, the speed boost, and get out of the left lane, because it seems like that car wanted to go faster. And FSD was not moving out of the left lane. See that same car passing us on the left, which is fine. I've just not been okay leaving it in the left lane at this speed in the traffic. same speed. So we can get over to the right lane half a mile here and make the exit. That is coming up. Okay, that's 2 swerves. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but okay, that's 3 swerves now. For seemingly no reason. There was nobody in the right lane. Not the best behavior. And there didn't seem to be any good reason to do that. That would not make my wife happy. Okay. Taking this curve nice and slow. Looks good. Got a protected green right, yellow. FSD decides to stop. Now there is a no right on red. I personally would have gone on the green and the yellow, but with a no right in red, if FSD goes here, I will have to disengage, just because that is not correct. Now it is trying to make a move like it wants to go. And okay, I'm going to disengage. FSD is going right on red with a no right on red sign. So I'm going to wait here and not engage it, because in my experience FSD 12 will continue to try to go right even though the sign says red. Now I will manually engage it. Point there would be, even if that was a safe maneuver, it's still against the law and not okay to go when there is a sign saying not to. So far we're up to the second disengagement. Again, thank you to the camera operator in the back, who is free to say anything if they should so choose to. Okay. So, yes, it's not appropriate to go into this bus, and I have now actually been to this location. It looks like it is a shopping center, and FSD is slowly trying to figure this out. Now it does seem to be following the map data. I personally don't think this is going to get us to location, but who knows. Looks like it's going to the back of the shopping center, which slowing for a speed bump, going through the back of the shopping center, which will probably get us to where we want, and seems to be where the map data is. See, we're going 8 and 11. We're slowing for a speed bump. We have tree roots, slowing down to 0. Okay. It says autopilot navigation complete, even though we're not at our set location. We're the only ones back here. And there is the Domino's Pizza as promised. Seems more like a map issue, but it easily could have taken a different route to get there. So with that, well, let's see what the behavior is here. Maybe it'll just pull over, or maybe it'll park. Okay, it's still going. I'm just gonna, I guess I'll let it here for a second. But the wheel is still moving. Okay, well, I will disengage here and park. And with that, we can stop this portion of the video. Okay, we're back, and we're gonna make the return trip. I'm going to back out here first, and I'm gonna head towards the main part of the parking lot here. And I don't see the FSD engage sign, but here it is now. And now we're coming in the way I would have preferred, not the back way. There's a car backing out. Now you see it thinks that we're giving it the right of way, which is interesting. There's a car behind us and it wants to go around because we're being slow. I'm going to intervene a little bit with the pedal, just push it on because I don't want to annoy the driver behind me. Okay, this is not great behavior. Gonna intervene again a little bit just to continue pushing it forward and let the car behind us go. Again, I don't like to inconvenience other drivers. Looks like we are a little off our map route, and we'll see if FSD can figure something out. No, it looks a little bit confused on what to do. Okay, well, this is interesting. Looks like we're going to do the loop. Okay, we're gonna go through the back way again. Okay, well, that's interesting. Parking lot behavior. And FSD is having a schizophrenic time trying to figure out to go left or right. It is doing a good job slowing down for the speed bumps, but the steering wheel is jerking as it's trying to figure this out. Now, the only reason I'm letting it do this is for the video. Personally, I would have disengaged and, you know, not inconvenienced myself if I wasn't making a video, but let's see how it handles it. There's a pedestrian, sees it fine, slows down, and FSD is trying to get back on the route. Now, there is a road right ahead, and we have a lot of jerky steering wheel behavior. And basically, FSD missed the route that is there, but it has a chance to go through this loop again and this time make the right turn, which I was not letting it before. Okay, well, not that I didn't let it, I just stepped on the accelerator so I could get it going faster while there's a car. But anyways, this time FSD handled it fine. There is a car stopped with the lights on, but it's not moving. I'd have made that left. Definitely some hesitancy. And hopefully we will have a decent drive back, both freeway and city streets. I mean, the drive has not been great so far. It's been okay. I mean, there's some behaviors, but with 2+ disengagements, it's definitely not a home run. Taking this left turn nice and slow. Well, too slow. According to map data, we can be in either lane to make this, and that was fine. Indeed, there is 2 lanes to enter the freeway. And we're off. nice boost to get on to the freeway, to get up to freeway speeds. We're not going to the end of this to merge, which is nice. Good slow down for the car coming in front of us. All this is standard highway driving behavior. We'll see FSD reacts quite quickly to changes in car, either blinkers or lane changes, so I feel pretty confident, just like V11, that highway will be fine. My only 12 concern is getting over fast enough. Just like 11, there's still issues with sometimes being too aggressive to get into the right lane. I had one of those a couple days ago. I didn't have it on video, where I almost had to disengage because we did a last minute maneuver, but FSD made it. So I think this is fine. You can see there's several drivers that are not using their turn signals. This guy in front of us was not staying in his lane. In the left lane, going about the speed of the traffic. There's a car behind us now, but mostly we're 10 miles into our set limit, which is mostly the issue with the car in front of us. So I am not going to get out of the left lane because the Tesla could go faster. And fairly soon we will be getting into the right lanes to make our exit. So you can see we're now back up to our set speed. Going pretty well. The slow car on the right is, we are passing them. The one that was in the left lane. And this is about where FSD usually always merges over. Usually, obviously, there's heavier traffic in the daytime, but this is good behavior. So coming up at the end of the exit to go on city streets, there's also a no right on red sign. It's at a different angle than the previous one we hit, but it's very visible in both right turn lanes, and we'll see how FSD handles it. Now, in the past, FSD has attempted to go right on red, which is unfortunate, so I'm expecting a disengagement up here due to attempting to go on the red, unless of course the light is green. Right turn is green, which usually it's not, so we'll see. I'm expecting disengagement, but we'll see what happens. Okay, freeway exit. Now usually it's a little bit indecisive. It should be getting in the right lanes to go. Yeah, there's nobody behind us for these two right turn lanes. We're handling this exit just fine. We got some added whistle sound effects from our camera operator once again. Okay, so you can see numerous no right and red. It doesn't mean that all these humans will follow that. And it looks like we are not going to get a disengagement because there's two cars in both lanes and they are not going right and red. So we're not going to be able to test again the no right and red. But again, this version, from what I've seen, has always not followed no right and red signs, and we would have had a disengagement if there was no car in front of us. Okay, light has changed. Okay, so I'm going to explain something up ahead because there is some lane merge behavior. I doubt we're going to have any issue at night with little traffic, but I had a disengagement and a, I'll just say, scary close incident this morning because of being in a lane that merges with a bunch of cars, and so Tesla should have not gone into that lane, should have not passed the traffic and attempted to merge at the last minute. I'll show it to you. It was very aggressive behavior and the other driver did not appreciate it. Again, I'm not expecting any issue. So right here what you see is there's 3 lanes. There is, at the next light, it'll either go right or you have to merge into this lane I'm in right now. So we're staying in the lane, but what happened is the traffic started to back up ahead before you can see the light, maybe about here, and the Tesla decided to go in this lane past all the traffic and then make a very aggressive merge into the left lane. So I had hoped to get that on camera. Well, I hope to not do it again, but if it happens again, I'd hope to get it on camera. And for Tesla to fix that issue. But as you see, we're staying in an appropriate lane and doing just fine. I'm going to show you right here where there's that merges. So yes, you can merge over, but it's rude to do that to a line of cars, and that's what happened this morning. Okay, so we have a right up here. One of the nice things about 12 is it signals much earlier and moves over much earlier. Usually this lane, FSD 11, did fine turning, but it was always, it's either handled it a little too fast or sharp, well, this is interesting. So I mean, 12 is handling this fine, but it is a little bit slow. It's actually signaled and got over faster, but that was fine. Okay, so we're in a neighborhood. We have a 40 max and we're doing 24, which is, it's okay. We'll see what it does.